Welcome to the International School of Tailoring. My name is Reza and this is going to be your 10th lesson of our How to Make a Bespoke Jacket series. In the previous lesson, we learned how to strike out our jacket and we are finally making ways towards the practical parts of our journey. As we get closer to the practical parts of our journey, our posture becomes more and more important. Therefore, developing a good posture becomes crucial, and today's lesson is all about posture. So why is it important? Well, if you're planning to make tailoring a profession, you're likely going to be making long hours, and it's wise to develop a good posture right from the beginning as a habit than to do it later on. Now, if we look at our connection map, we'll see that posture is at least connected to 5 other aspects of our tailoring career. The first one is going to be pain. If you have a bad posture, you will experience pain in your back, neck, and head. The second one is going to be fatigue. If you have a bad posture, you will put strain on your muscles, and before lunchtime, you will be tired. That is going to have a negative impact on the third connection, which is going to be stamina. You want to last the entire day, if not the entire week. The fourth one is going to be leadership. You will be the leading example of everything that you do. If you have a bad posture, you will be the leader of the bad posture. And the last one is going to be focus. If you're not having pain and you're not fatigued and your stamina is all good and you're leading a good example, you will be able to focus on your work and produce excellent results. So, this is what we're going to do for today. First of all, I'm going to show you the correct standing position. After that, I'm going to show you the correct sitting position. And last but not least, we'll show you examples of good ones and bad ones for both. So, if you're coming back to this video or you want to skip ahead, please use the chapters, and if you're ready to go, well, then let's go. So why is it so difficult to have a good posture? Well, whenever you're learning something new, all your attention goes to that thing that you're trying to do. So everything that isn't automated shuts down. Now the idea is to make a conscious effort to develop a good posture and make a habit of it. It's a mental and a physical investment. So, knowing this, let's see how to stand correctly. So the first thing that you would want to do whenever you're standing at your board is to make sure that your board is elevated to the level of your belly button, or at least as close as you can get to it. After that, you will have to make sure that whenever you raise your arms, you're doing it from your deltoid muscles, not your shoulders. This is very important. So, every time you lift your arms, remind yourself, keep my shoulders relaxed and lift the elbows from the deltoid muscles. Now, if you're ever wanting to lean into the board and see from up close what you're doing, don't just bend your back like this. For example, if you're cutting or if you're sewing something, just take a step back, rest on your front leg and just lean into it slightly. And that will allow you to keep a straight back as you're sewing. If your leg gets tired, just simply switch your legs. It's a lot better to have some pressure on your legs, which will strengthen over time, than on your back. So, after that, the next thing you have to consider is that every 1 hour of work requires at least 1 minute of relaxation. So, whenever you're working, after 1 hour, just stop, relax your neck muscles, do some stretching, talk to a colleague, I don't know, do whatever, something that relaxes you, and then continue the work. So, whenever you're sitting down and you're ready to work, there are a few things to consider. First of all, never sit on a very soft couch or chair. You will sink into it and that will bend your back. Always use a hard chair. You can put a cushion just for a little bit of comfort, but make sure that you can sit with your back straight. If you want to lean against the chair, never sit on the front of the chair and then lean, because that's going to create an S shape and that's not so good. So always sit at the very back if you want to lean against it, and then just comfortably lean against it with a straight back. The next thing is to raise your legs. You can cross your legs like I've done now, or you can put something underneath your foot to raise it. The reason you do this is to bring the work closer to you so that you don't need to lean forwards. If you do have to lean forwards, remember to keep your back straight. So, then you put your work on your knee. Always keep it around your knee area, because as soon as this work creeps around your hip, you will have to bend your neck and you will put a lot of strain on your neck, and that's going to go into your head, and then you have a headache. So you've put your work on your knee and you're ready to sew. Never cut your thread longer than your arm. You will be sewing like this, and that's going to be very uncomfortable. And whenever you are sewing, remind yourself that for every 1 hour of work, you need at least 1 minute of relaxation. 1 minute is nothing. Just stop, relax your neck muscles, do some twists, do whatever you have to do, look outside, have some tea, and you'll be done. That's all. So part of developing a good posture and turning it into a habit comes, of course, from daily exercises. But another important aspect of it is recognizing whenever you are having a bad posture and to correct yourself so that you can prevent it for the next time. So please have a look at these comparisons for me and tell yourself which one of the two you would want to be. So remember, anytime you're standing up, make sure the level of your board is as close to the level of your belly button as you can get it. Anytime you're raising your arms, do that from your deltoids and not from your shoulders. And if you have to lean forwards, don't bend forwards. Lean forwards with a straight back whilst resting on one of your legs. If you're sitting down and you're working, always keep the work on an elevated leg around the knee area and prevent it from slipping towards your hip and thereby bending your neck all the way down. Regardless of whether you're sitting or standing, for every 1 hour of work that you do, make sure you get 1 minute of stretch to release all the tensions out of your muscles. Now I can understand that you might think, well, this emphasis on posture is really a bit exaggerated. Let me tell you this. If you've played an instrument, you know that everything that you do for the first time may feel awkward. If you're playing the guitar, holding the frets in a particular position may feel unnatural. But a good posture in any field is not optional, it's necessary. And I know that half of you are not going to even bother with the posture, but those of you who do will excel and be able to make those long hours and produce focused work with a high quality edge to it. So, my name is Reza, thank you very much. This was today's lesson, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Professional, you may be able, because every time you learn something new, you develop a bad posture because you're buzzy.